our discussion about sentence correction issues and the questions related to this very interesting process. Okay, so one more aspect for us to remember within the section of clarity, that is the aspect of certainty. Okay, certainty. Why do we speak about this and why is it so important? It is important because it is one of the categories in the sentence correction section which is regularly checked and tested. So we need to remember and also keep in mind that if the initial sentence is certain, it shouldn't be ambiguous. All right? It shouldn't be ambiguous. Okay, if we speak about something in the initial sentence as a hypothetical, it shouldn't be factual in the choices given. Alright, so this is the most important, this is the initial thing. How can we figure this out and how can we recognize that there are some differences? Okay, just a few remarks if we have a look at the whiteboard. It's right over here. There are some modal verbs which help us understand and help us to identify the certain sentence, or the factual, or we'll say which stresses the high degree of probability, or let's say certainty. Will, must, have to. And there are some other modal verbs which highlight ambiguity and also uncertainty. Okay, may, might, should, ought to, would, can, and could. For example, if I tell you in a very simple way, I will buy this tomorrow. This sentence conveys certain degree of confidence and certainty. Why? Because it is my decision. Possibly I have made this decision right now, okay, and I will buy this book, for example, book tomorrow. But if I say I may buy this book tomorrow, certainly I put some doubt into my decision. So I'm not really sure about this. Okay, I'm not certainly certain about this thing. Okay, so if the initial sentence is conveying certainty, we can't choose uncertain. If it is vice versa, alright, so if the initial sentence is uncertain, we shouldn't follow any sentence which would be conveying some degree of uncertainty. Okay, the same thing or the same rule should be applied to the hypothetical and probable or factual sentences. Okay, they were to go straight away. For example, it was this is a sentence which says that they had some certain degree of obligation. That was an obligatory. They were to go. They had to go. But if we see in the choices given that there is a sentence, they were as if they were going to go, for example, then it is certainly not an appropriate sentence for us to choose. Why? Because the meaning is different. The meaning is different. Alright, so these are the things which we have to remember and keep in mind. Why? Because the meaning is different in certain and uncertain sentences. Alright? One of the aspects we have to remember and keep in mind while we are doing sentence correction section, this is the clarity, and the subheading is certainty. Be well and good luck.